Welcome everyone. Bill Hammond here with KC Elder Law in our latest interview in our series. And I am delighted to have Gina Ross, who's the office manager, I believe, at St. Mark's United Methodist Church in Overland Park. Welcome, Gina.
Great. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you having me on this morning.
Yeah, you're very welcome. So 2020 has been kind of a crazy year, hasn't it?
Yes.
How has it affected what you guys are doing over at the church?
Well, you know, the biggest impact that it has had on us thus far is that we had to no longer have in-person worship starting in March. And then as an organization, we had to figure out the best way to get our message, continue our mission and our ministry through an electronic medium. And we started out just recording and placing it on our website. And then we just started learning more about the technology, and we were able to purchase cameras for the church, and then we were able to record that way. And then I'm very excited to say that in June, we started in-person worship again, and we also have live streaming services every Sunday, and then those services are also available throughout the week on our website.
Awesome.
So it definitely changed everything. I mean, it was like we were here one day, and then the next day it was like the church was closed.
We all had to do a hard pivot, didn't we?
Oh my goodness, yes, yes.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, boy, I know more about Zooming than I ever thought I would.
Yeah, and you know, and we have learned a lot about technology, and we are still learning. You know, we're still learning how best to use social media platforms like Facebook and YouTube, and we're recording and storing our videos on Vimeo. So yeah, it has been quite a learning experience. And you know, the hard part was, you know, even when people started coming back to church, we obviously had to have social distancing. And so
Sure.
that has been a little bit challenging in terms of it just feels odd, you know, because everybody can't sit and congregate like they used to. And of course, people have masks on. But we're all getting kind of used to it now, and it's just kind of second nature, I guess.
Good. Well, one of the things, Gina, I wanted to talk with you about in particular are these Lifeline screenings that I think you all have done. I'd like to learn more about that.
Sure. And just a disclaimer, you know, Lifeline is a separate organization from us, and what I'm going to share with you is about my personal experience with them and about the experience that we've had here at the church in hosting a Lifeline screening event. And Lifeline screening events, really their focus is primarily on prevention of stroke, but they have a number of different health screenings. They have packages specifically for women. They have packages specifically for men. And then they host these community events in a lot of different areas. So like they'll have them in churches, community centers, schools, and they have a number of these screenings every year. And we are fortunate enough, we had one event in June that was very successful. And we are going to be hosting another event on December 10th, 2020 in our church. And typically what the Lifeline screenings do is they have a package of 5 screenings that they do, and they have them at a discounted price. And the price can run anywhere from $129 to $149. And when I list the tests, you'll understand that that's a really good bargain, because any of these tests at your doctor's office would be very expensive. And secondly, your doctor might not even run the tests if he doesn't feel like there is a significant need.
Yeah, so what would examples be, Gina? Like what kind of screenings? And you said screenings for women, screenings for men. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about that. What kind of screenings are we talking about?
Sure, so the basic one that they do, this package of 5, they do the carotid artery screening, looking for plaque buildup. They do a heart rhythm screening, the atrial fibrillation, an abdominal aortic aneurysm screening, peripheral artery disease screening, and an osteoporosis risk assessment.
Wow.
So those are pretty comprehensive tests that you know, can show signs of a greater health issue that could be coming down the line.
What's
Excuse
the
me.
reporting look like when someone does all those screenings then? What do you get on the other end?
Sure. So they send you, it's about probably about 3 weeks after your screening, they send you a nice packet in the mail. And in the packet, it has a very detailed description of your screening results on each of those 5 tests. And it shows you, you know, where you fall in the range of what it should be. And then they also provide a summary document that you can take to your doctor and share with him the results of your screenings as well. So it really works hand in hand with people, you know, doing preventive screenings and then working closely with their doctor to try to ward off any significant health issues.
Well, that sounds like a fantastic service at a credible price.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, let's make a big pivot.
Okay.
Tell me about the Santa Fe Waystation.
Oh, Santa Fe Waystation, our food pantry. Obviously, 2020, we have seen a significant increase in the need for our services. Like everything else, we had to pivot, to use your word, and figure out how do we do it, because previously, we like to have the clients come into the church and go through and fill their baskets, you know, just like they're going through a grocery store. Unfortunately, the pandemic prevented us from continuing that. So now we have just been doing drive up. So people stay in their cars, we take information, we find out how many people are in the family, and then we bring the food out to them.
Nice.
And
what do you have to do to qualify for this, Gina?
Really nothing. We are probably one of the few areas that the only information we ask for is a government issued ID and proof of your residence. We are not strictly for Johnson County. We serve people from all over. If there's a need, we will help them fill that.
And do people need to make a reservation or anything ahead of time? How does that work?
No, it's really, you just come and you get in line. And our food pantry, we do have limited hours. So we're only open from 9 to 11 on Monday mornings and 5 to 7 on Monday evenings. So people start lining up about 15 minutes before we are going to be open. And then they just wait in their car, and it's really just, you know, you just come and get in line, and that's all there is to it.
That's fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
you know, the old saying, it takes a village, and you guys are certainly doing more than your fair share to keep us all safe and fed, and we appreciate that. If someone has questions, Gina, if they want to participate, how do they get in touch with you? So
we have our website, which is stmarksumc.info, and that's stmarksumc.info. And on our website, there are links to the food pantry, which will take you to their website directly. Their website is Santa Fe Waystation, .org. And our phone number is 913-722-2310. And you call that number, and I can direct it to food pantry or anybody else that you would like to speak with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gina. Really appreciate it. And as always, for your legal needs here, call us at KC Elder Law Firm. Of course, we have offices in Kansas and Missouri, in Overland Park, Kansas, and Corporate Woods, and of course in Lee Summit and Kearney, Missouri. You can visit us online at kcelderlaw.com or give us a call for a free consultation, 913-338-5713. Again, that's 913-338-5713. Fantastic, Gina. Really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Bill.